Hello and welcome. My name is Anthony.
And my name is Audrey.
You have tuned in to the first annual Reyony Awards.
Yes.
How are we doing, everyone? Thank you for being here. We're celebrating 2 years of streaming on Twitch by looking backwards on 2 years of streaming and handing out some awards.
Yeah.
You excited, Audrey?
Yeah, these games that have been around for over 20 years, some of them.
Yeah.
We're going to...
We played a lot of games.
Yeah, we did play a lot of games.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about our best ofs of the last 2 years.
Yeah.
And
hand out some awards. And we also have some community voted awards on our Discord. So I'm counting here across the Audrey solo stream games, Anthony solo stream games, and the duo stream games that we have completed 42.
That is impressive.
Incredible.
That is completed. We've also started and stopped a couple. But
Yep. And we have them all physically represented here. So you want to just show them off real quick? And then we'll do the community awards?
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Like just the boxes?
Yeah, so here's the games.
Okay. There's a lot of them, though.
You can grab a pile, then I'll grab a pile. So they're all physically represented, but we don't own them all physically. So you'll see what I mean.
Yeah, so Parasite Eve. Fun time. It's my first time playing this was on stream. I knew nothing about it going in, and it ended up being pretty cool.
Yeah. You don't have to talk about all the games.
Oh,
otherwise
sorry.
we'll be here forever.
Okay, that's why I was like, there's a lot.
We'll get into it if the games
Okay, so we're just
deserve
literally showing them.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 9.
Uh-huh.
Final Fantasy 4.
Yeah. Audrey played the PC port of that one.
Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
Yeah. You played the PS4 digital version of that.
Ocarina of Time.
These are Audrey's solo stream games.
Metroid Dread.
Uh-huh.
Hades. And 7 Remake. Intergrade.
And Intermission.
And Intermission.
Those are the duo stream games. So that's yours.
Oh, these. Oh, yeah. And then Messenger.
Uh-huh. So those are our physical representations for the games we only own
box.
digitally.
Super Metroid. Pretty sweet box art. Ori Will and the Wisps, the first game I played.
That was the first game you streamed, yeah.
And Bloodstained Ritual of the Night.
And these two.
And and Final Fantasy 6.
3 on the cartridge.
3 on the cartridge, and then A Link to the Past.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
There it is. So here's my
Here are your
solo
nominees
stream games.
exactly.
We got the Legend of Dragoon. Sorry. Oh my gosh. Stuff is sticking. All right, we had Legend of Dragoon, Shadow of the Colossus remake on PS4. We had Radiant Historia Perfect Chronology on 3DS. Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. We got Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. Hollow Knight. We got Demon's Souls PlayStation 3. Demon's Souls PlayStation 5. Dark Souls Remastered. We got Crisis Core Final Fantasy 7. We got Bloodborne. Now for my digitally owned games. I also played The Outer Worlds. That was my first stream game 2 years ago. 2 years ago today I started this. Portal. That was like a one stream game. Pretty sweet. Dark Souls 3. And very recently, Celeste. So that was the Anthony solo stream games. And then you want to take a stack of the duo stream games and I'll do this other stack, Audrey?
Sure.
So now the duo stream games where we played together.
Silent Hill 2. Metal Gear Solid 4.
Uh-huh.
Metal Gear Solid 3. Surprise! Metal Gear Solid 2. And Metal Gear Solid.
We also have Final Fantasy Tactics, the War of the Lions version, which we played on the mobile version of it. Final Fantasy 8, we did play remaster, but here's the original. Final Fantasy 10, we played the HD remaster, but there's the original. And some of the digital games. Who remembers this? Yuppie Psycho.
Yeah.
We got Inside.
Halloween stream games.
Cyber Shadow. And A Way Out. Connect 4.
Yeah, aka Connect 4.
So those are the games we played and completed. 42 games. Pretty awesome.
Yeah. How should we start this?
Let's go into the... Well, I mean, do you want to say anything real quick? We've said a lot of things.
We've said a lot of things. I'm ready to jump in.
Let's jump in. So we have some special categories that we let the community vote upon.
Mm-hmm. Did you play We Were Here? We haven't.
Oh, no, we did. We played one.
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
Wait, we did. We totally
I messed
did.
up. How did I not include that?
We Were Here.
It's not on our list at all. Viz, fact-checking. Live fact-checking.
Dude.
All right, we're going to have to bump that to next year's Reyony Awards then because I was not prepared. I really thought my list was complete.
Oh, no.
That's fine. 43
Someone's
games.
fired.
Yeah, we finished that, right? We got credits.
We did.
Yeah,
We got credit. We were just watching a clip
I
from
know, I
it
think
the
so.
other day. How did we not think about that? Okay, that's fine.
All right, we'll go into the community categories. You guys voted on our Discord. Thank you very much for participating. We appreciate your opinion. We're going to go over those first. You got this, or do you need...
I'm good.
Okay, here we go. So I closed off the voting for this a couple hours before the stream started.
What is the
warning.
first category?
The first category is Best NPC. These are just for fun.
Ooh.
Please don't take them seriously.
Best NPC.
We presented 5 nominees,
Yep.
and then chat voted on them.
Uh-huh.
As few or as many as they wanted. Let's find out what the winner is. Well,
Yeah.
let's see. Do we want to see all the options?
I think we should.
We'll see all the options, and then
Okay.
we'll find out what the winner was.
Here we go. So we have Bloodborne, the doll,
The doll.
as a nominee, number 1.
Uh-huh.
This is is this coming? Oh man, this is gonna be a little bit of.
Yeah, they're all going to be weird, different sizes.
Yeah.
So please
I
bear
don't
with
know what
us.
the best way to do this is.
I should have standardized the sizes. My
It's
bad.
okay. No.
I didn't know how we
We
were
have
gonna
Final Fantasy Tactics, Elder Simon.
Great character. And again, just a disclaimer: we're going to try our best to not get too spoilery.
We got the Train Man from Final Fantasy VII,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
some people didn't know about, but that's okay.
Read that quote. I think
I'll
it
read that
summarizes
quote
him.
here. I'll zoom in here. I could never live their lives. I'm just a train man, plain and simple. It's easier that way.
That's the Train Man.
That's the Train Man. We got Daniel Dallas
Shout out to Daniel Dallas.
from Parasite
no spoilers.
Eve. That's a good image.
It is.
And we got Patches
Who knows? Patches.
from the Souls series. There.
Souls players know Patches.
There they are. All right.
I'm going to take this very seriously and unfollow, unsub if the results are not what I want. Oh my gosh, Ro, you got to let us know, Rosa.
We're. I mean, if you want to pay us to swing the vote, Rosa. I mean, I'm just kidding.
Bribes. Now accepting bribes.
Now accepting bribes. And the winner,
Of the best NPC, the community vote.
yes, is Elder Simon.
Elder Simon
Right?
from
Okay, I
Final
was like, did I
Fantasy
get that right?
Tactics.
Elder Simon
Got the most votes.
Dude.
Great character. We really recommend you
well
play
deserved.
Final Fantasy Tactics.
I honestly, I think I probably would have voted for Elder Simon as well.
Me too, personally.
Yeah, but I liked a lot of people on that list for sure.
Yeah. So if you want to know why,
Play the game.
play the game. Highly
No
recommend
joke. NPC. The only choice here. I really want to play Tactics, Rosa. We won't say anymore.
Rosa,
we
we won't
will
say
not
anymore.
say anymore.
it. You wouldn't appreciate the depth of story in the game.
Yes.
For sure, Rosa.
Oh yeah.
All right. The next community award category.
Yeah. Is.
I can straight read these ones.
Yes. Can you read it for me?
It is the best precept of Zote, the character from Hollow Knight. So,
All right.
of the 57 precepts of Zote, these are the nominees. Are you ready?
Okay.
Get a sip of water.
Okay.
Those of you who are there know that I read all of them during the stream
Yeah.
in my Zote voice.
Can you read these in your Zote voice? Man, I should have gotten a picture of Zote.
Oh,
It's all right.
What was my Zote voice? Okay.
That's fine.
Precept 1. Always win your battles. Losing a battle earns you nothing and teaches you nothing. Win your battles, or don't engage in them at all. Precept 27. Eat as much as you can. When having a meal, eat as much as you possibly can. This gives you extra energy and means you can eat less frequently. Precept 30. Never accept a promise. Spurn the promises of others, as they are always broken. Promises of love or betrothal are to be avoided especially.
I hope you didn't vote for that one, Anthony.
Precept 38. Beware the mysterious force. A mysterious force bears down on us from above, pushing us downwards. If you spend too long in the air, the force will crush you against the ground and destroy you. Beware.
Oh boy, you're not gonna last.
Precept 51. Nothing is harmless. Given the chance, everything in this world will hurt you. Friends, foes, monsters, uneven paths. Be suspicious of them all. There it is.
There it is. And the winner?
The winner of the best precept of Zote
Yes.
is very close. Precept 38.
Ooh.
Beware the mysterious force. Congratulations. Gravity is the winner.
Gravity
but it was
wins again.
incredibly close.
Yeah. What were the number
Second
of votes?
place. So 38 got 6 votes. Precept 27, eat as much as you can, got second place 5 votes. Love that one.
Yeah. Oh, Elder Simon actually won by a landslide. I'm looking at
Yeah.
the landslide. It, like, had a significant lead over the others. Love that. All right.
Lerber, yeah. Mysterious force. My apologies. All right, and the next. The next one we're not going to be able to elaborate upon very much.
Extensively. Yeah.
Because we don't want to spoil stuff.
This is probably the funniest.
Yeah. This one was Audrey's idea. So the next community vote category is worst Final Fantasy character.
I thought of the opposite first, but then I was like, that's kind of boring.
We're trying to pick fun categories for the community vote. So
yeah.
there it is.
The worst Final Fantasy character.
All right. Can you please present them?
Yes. Starting with Final Fantasy Tactics. We have our dear Argath.
Some of you may know him as Algus in the original release of the game.
Right.
No need to further elaborate on
Look
why.
at him in his...
Now, what did we mean by worst? We left it up to
Yeah.
interpretation, right?
We did.
Like just
It could
terribly
mean-
written character?
It
Or
could-
like
yeah, it could mean a lot
vile.
of things. It could mean vile. It could be terribly written. It could be a bad party member. It could be cringe.
It could be they did one terrible thing.
Yeah, it could just be like, I don't like the way that person talked.
Yeah.
We won't
For
be
Argath, we
specific.
won't elaborate. But play Final Fantasy Tactics.
Yeah,
If you know,
Rosa's
you know.
like. Next is Final Fantasy VI, Gao's father.
Say no more.
I will say, when we did think of this category, this was the first one I
Oh, yeah, this was your first idea.
This was my first idea. Gao's father. There he is. There he is. Final Fantasy VII, Ketchi.
Yep, there it is.
Or Kate Sith.
Kate Sith.
There
There they are.
they are. Final Fantasy VIII, Renault Hartley.
This one was also Audrey's idea. So good. This is so funny.
And then Final Fantasy X, Waka.
There it is.
Waka.
No
Okay.
need to elaborate.
All right. And
Please don't take us seriously. This is for fun.
this is for fun. And with 9.
Sorry. We can use spoiler. If you guys want us to elaborate, we can use spoiler tags
I'm crying.
on the Discord and the debriefing channel. Ask us and we'll respond. Make sure to use spoiler tags on our Discord.
People, it might be the worst, but we might also love them. This is the thing about being the
They're
worst.
not all on the list for the same reasons.
No,
Absolutely not.
So those who watched our Final Fantasy VIII VODs, y'all, and then you'll see.
They're not even on the list for good reasons necessarily.
Yeah.
They're just on the list.
Yeah, we're mostly just trying to be funny, but also Anyway, the winner with 9 votes. I'm going to say
Incredible.
with a healthy lead.
Healthy lead.
Healthy lead.
So healthy.
Ketchi.
Well fed.
Ketchi.
Ketchi, Final Fantasy VII.
I'm pretty happy
Boom.
about this. I'm not gonna lie. I would have been happy with any of them. There was actually a pretty big spread. Second place was Gao's father.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Waka. And then Renoa, and then Argath. So, what a surprise! But the Renoa cosplay stars. I still want to cosplay
Just
Renoa.
it looks cool.
I'm still on board with the Renoa cosplay. I don't mind cosplaying the worst character
Yeah.
in Final Fantasy
That's
VIII.
fun. Yeah, Fresi. It's one of those things where you kind of have to know first, Fresi.
You kind of have to know. Maybe
and we can't assume everyone watched all of our streams.
This is
Everyone
true.
played all these games.
This is true. This is
just for
true.
fun.
So, yeah. Good stuff. Moving on. Maybe one of the categories with the most turnout of votes.
I think it's because it's the most accessible. You did not need to play these games. You just got to Google what these characters look like. So the category is best hair.
Best hair.
A lot of characters we've seen in these 43 games.
Right.
We narrowed it down to 5, and those characters are from
Here we go.
Castlevania Symphony of the Night, our boy Alucard.
Look at those luscious blonde locks.
Shout out.
Shout out to Alucard.
Shout out.
Next
up is from Celeste, Madeline. Madeline? Madeline?
I was on Madeline, but
Yeah. I feel like Madeline is closer to the French pronunciation.
Hair. Iconic.
Iconic.
Yeah.
Next is from Final Fantasy VII, the iconic Sephiroth.
Here
Talk
it
about
is.
hair.
Talking about hair.
I have a special connection
That you do.
to this character's hair.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to however long ago, I don't even remember. It was like last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Next up, we got Paper Mario, the 1,000-Year Door. Shout out to our girl, Goombella, with that highly expressive ponytail. What a great character.
Love that. Ponytail.
She was a really fun character.
Yeah.
And then, cannot forget,
No.
from Shadow of the Colossus, the luscious locks, the main aggro.
The main.
The main event, aggro.
Those
Talk
hair
about
physics.
hair physics.
Yeah.
Video game physics, hair physics, aggro.
Yep.
And the winner of Best Hair from the Community Awards goes to, pretty close, Final Fantasy VII's Sephiroth.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Sephiroth. Evil wins again.
Evil wins.
I gotta grow out my hair again. We gotta get it dyed again.
Yeah.
Get my hair crunchy
Really
again.
close though.
Really close.
Alucard had a lead for a little bit.
Yeah, Alucard did have a lead, and then it
so-
swapped, but they're one behind.
Yeah.
One vote behind is Alucard.
One vote behind is Alucard.
And then one more category. This one's fun.
Yeah, this one is
All right,
fun.
the fifth and final category for the community vote of the Reyony Awards.
Yep.
Best Sword.
Best sword. Here we go.
This one was hard. There's a lot of weapons, right? I almost thought of best weapon, but best sword helped us narrow it down.
Yeah.
This is not every sword in all the games.
No.
We just picked some.
Starting with the Final Fantasy VII iconic Buster Sword.
Yeah. This is probably the iconic sword from Final Fantasy.
Hold on.
Huh?
This image is huge.
Yeah, sorry,
There
it's
it is.
super high resolution.
I'm like manically trying to resize everything as it shows up. Buster Sword, iconic. Everyone knows it.
Uh-huh.
Final Fantasy X, Brotherhood.
This one's also pretty iconic, but I don't know if people necessarily call it by the name.
Oh, what would they? Do you know what they call it by?
Tidus' sword. I don't know.
Tidus' sword. Oh,
But
yeah.
I like it.
Next, we have the nail from Hollow Knight.
This is also, I feel like, iconic. It's so simple,
Pretty cool.
graceful.
Yeah,
And this is the old nail, the stock nail.
the nail is awesome. We have the Metal Gear Solid High Frequency Blade, HF Blade.
Yep.
Very cool. It
Think of those
vibrates
cutscenes.
at a high frequency, so it cuts through things easier. I think that's how.
Thanks, Foxhound Cut. Thanks for tuning in.
Foxhound, speaking of high frequency blade, Foxhound, hello, how are you doing? Huge image goes with the huge sword, exactly. Oh, and the shirt too. And last but not least, we have the Master Sword from the Zelda series.
This is specifically the Ocarina of Time Master Sword.
Very sweet.
This
Another
is
iconic
probably one of the most iconic video game weapons.
overall, not just
Yeah.
swords.
We have a toy one.
We
here.
do. Yeah, I would say. Ooh, I wonder which one is more recognizable, Master Sword or Buster Sword.
I feel like Master Sword. What do you guys think?
Really?
I feel like Master Sword.
I don't know, something about the Buster Sword, maybe because of the scale of it. It's just like, oh yeah, that's Buster Sword, but because Master Sword is more, like smaller. I don't know though. Not the size is everything.
No idea where the sword was. Is it by you?
Master Sword is such an iconic. Master Sword stars. Yeah, I guess so. No, it might be somewhere else. But the winner with 10 votes. I think this one kind of switched around a little bit too.
I think it did.
The Master Sword. Congratulations.
The Master Sword. That's why I was trying to look for the prop we had.
Yeah, congratulations, Master Sword. The nail had a lead for a little bit, but yeah, it kind of swapped around.
The nail's special. People, when you think of the nail, you think of how it feels to wield in the game, right? Don't you think so?
That you do.
Yeah. But there it is. Congratulations to the Legend of Zelda series.
Congratulations.
Finally some recognition.
Finally some
And there it is. That's it for the community vote. Thank you guys very much for participating in that. Thank you guys for the ideas to have a community vote category. Audrey and I kind of labored over exactly how we would do the formatting for everything, and so I think it worked out and we had fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
Shall we move on to our categories?
Now our categories, the Reyony
yeah.
Awards.
Yep. Here we go.
Okay, so we have not previewed the categories. We've teased some of them.
Yes.
The way we're going to do this is for every category, we're going to do the Audrey solo stream winner, the Anthony solo stream winner, and the duo stream winner. We're just going to say the winner, maybe say a little thing if we want to. Don't have to.
Yeah.
And we're also going to mention some honorable mentions for each category if we have them. And we're going to elaborate if we want, and we will do our best to not spoil anything. If you want further elaboration, we would be happy to discuss it on the Discord. So let us know. You can say like, hey, Audrey, why did you pick this game for your best game?
Yes.
And what did you like about it? So we just want to make sure this stream is accessible, no spoilers.
Yeah.
But yeah, happy to elaborate further on Discord.
This first one, we don't have to, there's no real focus on story, I think. This first category here.
Yeah.
We can kind of maybe a little openly talk about the looks.
Yeah.
Best fashion.
Best fashion is our first category of the night.
Yeah.
First annual Reyony Awards. We'll start with you're cool with starting with all of them, right?
Yeah,
so
I'm
this
fine.
This is the Audrey solo stream.
So for my solo stream, from my games that I played, I'll be honest, I didn't get to think and look too in depth at all the fashion. I just kind of went off of memory. Maybe I googled a couple images just to remember, but two games in particular. We'll have some honorable mentions, but in terms of fashion and costume design, I did really like Hades. The costumes and the character looks in Hades, very cool, very appropriate.
Yeah. Everyone looks cool.
Everyone looks cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone looks. Everyone's has a great look to them. So, I chose Hades as my best fashion game of the games that I played.
Nice.
Yeah. No spoilers here for fashion.
Do you want to point out some of your honorable mentions? You can elaborate on them if you want to or not.
Yeah, honorable mention, I gotta say, Bloodstained.
Yeah.
I mean, the main character,
Miriam, dude. Yeah.
Her dress is so cool, and some of the other characters' outfits are pretty cool as well. And also, I liked Final Fantasy VI outfits.
Yeah, very
in particular.
Fantasy.
Yeah.
In a world with a little bit of steampunk vibes.
Yeah, so I think those would be my with Hades at the top.
Nice. For the Anthony solo streams best fashion, the winner is Bloodborne.
Nice.
Dude, hunter's outfits. I freaking dressed up as a hunter for the Halloween stream. Everyone looks cool in this world. Grotesque, cool. Beautiful, cool. Horrifying, cool.
Beautiful, grotesque.
Love it. Love the clothes. Thinking about Father Gascoigne. Everyone looks cool.
Yeah.
Honorable mention for me for the best fashion. Legend of Dragoon. Look how sweet these Dragoon outfits, armor.
Yeah.
This box art pulls you in.
I love armor with wings.
Yeah. So cool.
Yeah.
And that's it for me for best fashion.
That armor is has weight to it. It's not anything dainty. I want to feel protected.
Yeah.
And for our duo stream game, best fashion, what do we got?
We
Coming
have
out on top.
selected Final Fantasy VIII.
I mean, those school uniforms
to school.
are cool. And then their out of school uniforms are cool.
Yeah.
They're like each person's outfit kind of, I don't
Fit
know.
their character in a
Fit
fun
their
way.
personality.
It was a very weird world aesthetically,
Mhm.
but I like the way the characters
Yeah.
looked.
And we got a lot of looks. We got the school look. We got
Yeah.
the outside school look. We got the prom look.
Yep.
We got, all of that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Fun.
come on. The sorceress.
Oh, yeah. Talk about...
I want to
Cool
wear that
outfit.
outfit for sure. I don't think I could pull it off, but like the whole crown sort of thing with
Yeah.
the backdrop.
Seriously.
So those would be our best fashion picks.
Okay.
Love it.
Now moving on to the next category. Best art direction.
Why don't you start off with this?
Sure,
one?
I'm happy to start off with
Yeah.
this. You need to change the on-screen text.
I do. Thank you.
So the next category is best art direction. I'll go first this time. Oh my gosh. How do I not? The winner for the Anthony Solo Stream Best Art Direction category, Bloodborne. The world. Talk about internal consistency. While the environments were varied, you had a feeling of foreboding, a feeling of dread throughout the world, and an aesthetic that was, again, like I said earlier with the fashion, horrifically beautiful. Bloodborne. You want to get out, but you want to stay. You want to linger too at the same time. And I just loved the art direction. And we're not just talking about characters' outfits. We're talking about the environments, the enemy design, the animations of the different weapons you could use. Just everything about how the looks of the world made you feel was so immersive and consistent with Bloodborne. Some honorable mentions. Gotta mention I have a lot. Hollow Knight, beautiful. Celeste, beautiful. Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. A Bloodborne level of horror at times. Beautiful game. Some of the boss fights were a sight to behold. And then, of course, Dark Souls 3. That was also a beautiful game. So those are my honorable mentions. You ready, Audrey?
I'm not.
Audrey's not ready, so I'll go over
I
the
honestly
duos
don't
for you.
have an answer for this.
This is a tough category.
I think I also don't really understand what art direction necessarily means. Like,
Yeah.
is it literally the visual art of it, or does it mean like artistic vision?
Artistic, like how well is the artistic vision, like how good is the artistic vision and how well is it executed in the game itself, right? Is that how you guys would describe?
Like artistic vision as in the visual.
Like
part
if
of
they were
it.
trying to achieve this dark gothic horror foreboding look, right? Did they nail it or did they kind of fumble with it, right? So not only do they have a good vision, but they executed on it well. I think that's art
Okay.
direction.
I see. I kind of had an answer for this, but I wasn't sure if it necessarily worked with this.
Sure.
This, or my justification works with this.
Any justification fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll
and it's
try.
look and feel too. Yeah,
Look
like the
and feel.
animations.
Okay. Well, because I kind of thought of Final Fantasy VI.
Love this.
I mean, I do love the look of the game, of course, but then, and the different areas and stuff are cool. But I guess the like operatic theme of it that carries.
Great
I won't be too specific, but there's like kind of that feeling of it that carries throughout the game, even to the end that I liked. So that's what So when I thought of like art direction, like the vision, that kind of vision, and how they specifically showed it at certain key moments of the game, I liked. And also there's some other cool moments that I don't want to say, but just how they showed certain key moments I really enjoyed, and definitely stirred emotions in me for how I don't know, for the way for the way that the game looks. I felt like pretty emotionally invested and things like that. So I did think of Final Fantasy VI as my I guess my first
your knee-jerk reaction
for that kind of, I guess, alternate interpretation, if that's an alternate interpretation.
That's a good interpretation. Yeah.
I guess I'll say as an honorable mention, Super Metroid.
Yes.
I like the world. I hadn't really played anything in like a sci-fi type world, and they do a good job of making you feel like you're on this, kind of this planet by yourself with this life this like out of
Alien.
otherworldly life,
Very alien, yeah.
very alien like, and so I also thought of Super Metroid, so I choose those
vibing
two.
with the SNES for sure.
Oh yeah, you're right. Wait, I
Seriously,
didn't even think
yeah.
about that. But anyway, I chose those two for art direction.
For our duo stream in the art direction category, our winner was this one, Inside. Talk about minimalism. This game was dark in a lot of ways, but it was not super detailed, but it also didn't need to be.
Yeah.
It conveyed a lot with a little, and we were so immersed. And it was just a pleasure to behold. We started it out as a duo stream experience, and then Audrey finished it off as a solo stream thing. But I was there for it. What a game.
What a game.
Everyone should experience this game.
It's a pretty
Unless you
short
get too
experience
spooked
as
out.
well, so,
It's a pretty what?
short
Yeah, it's not a super
experience?
long game. Check it out. For honorable mention for art direction, we mentioned Final Fantasy X and Silent Hill 2. I wanted Final Fantasy X on there. I just felt like the design of the world was consistently ornate with this world of people who shared this faith, and their world was centered around these temples, and the aquatic theme in the clothes, the world, everything was pretty consistent, and I liked it. It's wild and wacky for sure, but it was pretty consistent internally. And then also honorable mention for best art direction duo stream game, Silent Hill 2.
Silent Hill 2.
Lived up to the hype.
That fog.
Yeah, that fog.
What was it again? There was a
There was a name for
buzzword
it?
I kept saying.
Oh, I don't remember.
That I don't remember either.
Oh, the tech word.
Yeah.
I forgot. Volumetric fog.
Volumetric fog. Yes.
It was really
Volumetric,
good.
yeah.
The fog itself was almost a character in the game. It was just ever present.
Yeah.
Really great.
Sweet. Yeah, so good. We need that next game from Play Dead.
Yeah.
Have they talked about anything?
Yeah,
Do we know?
have they?
Both of them released a documentary. Good one, Blossom. I really like Sin's design. This says. I should kind of joke. When we were talking about best fashion, you thought, oh, maybe Final Fantasy X, and I was like, no, the fashion in 10 is not it.
I like that it was consistent, but I didn't think about evaluating
kind of
whether or
funny.
not it was good.
Lots of interesting, highlighting interesting areas. Shall we move on?
The next category, best hero.
Best hero. This is tough. Hero.
Yeah. Hero.
What is
Not
hero?
necessarily main protagonist character.
No.
Hero.
This one I struggled with a
Yeah.
lot. I'm
Me too.
I'm between a couple that I'm between a couple that I'm really attached to, and it's so difficult. But I think I'm gonna have to give it to.
You don't necessarily have to grab the game.
Okay.
If you don't want to.
I'm gonna give it to Terra from Final Fantasy VI for me. I like her arc. I like where she starts in her story, and I guess she's not necessarily the protagonist. I think that's up for interpretation, or
Certainly.
however. But I think I will choose Terra. Honorable mention, Vivi from Final Fantasy IX.
Yeah.
Again, I love Vivi's arc.
Play
overall.
Final Fantasy IX, y'all.
Yeah, I don't want to say anything, anything specific about these games, but I think everyone who knows my love for Vivi just.
Yeah, talk about love at first sight, right?
Yeah, he just watches over me. Love at first sight for sure, Vivi. And also, I really liked Yuffie from Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade Intermission.
Yeah.
Specifically, that version of Yuffie, I really liked in that DLC.
I like that one too, yeah.
So I was looking back at some moments from that playthrough, and just like some of the
Great
little
performance.
antics that she gets into, and her whole vibe was really fun for me.
Yeah, these Final Fantasy VII characters have been just reinterpreted across different media for sure.
Yeah,
This one was great.
Yeah, that is those are my picks.
For my Anthony solo stream best hero, this was tough, like Audrey said. the thing is, looking at the games that I've streamed, the hero, it's tough to pick a hero when the character is a silent protagonist or a creative character.
Yeah.
So a lot of them were, in my personal opinion, disqualified for me. But the
Mm.
winner for best hero for me is the main character Stock from Radiant Historia.
That's pretty sweet.
For those of you who were there, I probably don't need to say too much, and I'll try not to say too much, but the burden that he carries, I even said it during the playthrough, would crush a normal person. What he must do with the knowledge he has and the power he has to ensure everything works out requires a person with a strong will. Yeah, not a Stock character at all. His name's Stock. But yeah. Honorable mention is the character Rose from The Legend of Dragoon. Similar vibes,
Love that.
but a different motive than Stock. Rose from The Legend of Dragoon. If you know, you know.
If
She
you know, you
also
know.
carries an immense burden that would crush any other normal person. I love that kind of character. The one that silent sacrifice. The sacrifice that no one knows.
Yeah.
And then another honorable mention, Madeline from Celeste. She fights a different kind of demon than these other kinds of games. And to go along with her journey was really special. So honorable mention for Madeline from Celeste.
Speaking of burdens, speaking of if you know, you know, the best hero for our duo stream game, we chose the boss.
It's
from
gotta be.
Metal Gear Solid 3. This was kind of a pretty quick pick for
Yeah.
both of us, I think.
Yeah.
Again, not going into specifics, but definitely had some tearful moments there.
And we
Guy!
got a raid from Guy. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much for the raid, Guy. How are you doing? Little mini dance party. We got the raid. Let's go.
Thank you so much. Welcome, everyone. Welcome.
We're doing our 2-year of streaming anniversary today, and we're
It's a special stream tonight.
special stream, and we're looking back on all the games that we've played over the past 2 years.
Yeah, 43 games we've played. We're looking back. We're reminiscing, getting
Yeah.
nostalgic, and we're handing out awards.
Yeah, kind of
It's
like
an
a
award ceremony.
and end of the year gaming type awards, but these games have been out for, within the
Yeah,
past
yeah.
1 to 20 something years.
Yeah.
So, it's a good mix. It's an eclectic mix.
Yeah.
And we're here for it. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for the
Thank you so
well
much for
wishes.
the raid.
How's it going, everybody?
How's it going? You were playing Final Fantasy VII. Sweet,
Oh!
sweet. A little bit of 7 going on tonight over here as
We
well.
are definitely talking about Final Fantasy VII around here. Is it first playthrough? Do we know? Because if it is, that's really hype.
That's really sweet.
Yeah.
So please feel free to stick around. We're not going to get into any spoilers at all. We're just handing out awards and saying a brief little thing to acknowledge these games. Just a real quick intro. My name is Anthony.
And my name is Audrey.
We share this channel, Reyony. We both stream together and separately. So each of these award categories has an Audrey Stream Award, Anthony Stream Award, and a Duo Stream Award.
Yeah.
So what category are we on right now?
We are in Best Hero
Yep. For the Duo Stream,
for the
Best
duo
Hero.
stream. So
the
games
winner.
we played together.
Yeah.
So we the winner was the boss, but we want to also recognize other heroes. An honorable mention, and our honorable mention is Ramza.
Ramza from Final Fantasy Tactics.
Again, talking about burdens. Jesus,
Yeah,
I think I see a
burdens.
theme here.
Responsibility.
Yeah, responsibility for sure.
Doing what's right.
Doing what's right. Doing what's right.
Later, Guy. Thanks for the raid. Thanks for bringing your community along.
Thank you so much, Guy. And yeah, Guy said first playthrough. Please go check out Guy's channel. First playthrough of Final Fantasy VII.
That's special.
That is very. I mean, I
know that
also did my
firsthand, yeah.
first playthrough within the past 2 years sometime, and it was something special for sure.
Pretty awesome.
So yeah, thank you again.
Thank you.
Moving on, shall we?
Yeah, so this category is probably harder than Best Hero. Here we go. Best Villain.
Yeah.
This is a struggle.
Villain. When I think about the word villain, a certain imagery pops up into my mind.
Mm-hmm.
So it was kind of hard for me.
Was it the one you see in the mirror? Sorry, a little salty. A little salty about the
You're
Reyony
looking
Rumble.
like that cursed chocobo there.
I know, dude. Sorry, it made me say it. The cursed chocobo made me say evil
That cursed
things.
chocobo's eyes like lit up red a little bit
Dang, yeah.
when you spoke.
It just commanded me. If you guys don't know, we just finished up a a season of a competitive series of streams between Audrey and I have the cursed chocobo. That means I'm the loser.
Anthony lost. We played Street Fighter 2, and if you know, you know. It's Street Fighter 2. There's no other,
Can
true
we get an exclamation point rumble in the
true
chat?
marker of gaming aptitude.
Yes, gaming aptitude.
Yes, gaming aptitude test. GAT.
Index. A guy.
Yeah. Anyway, villain.
Yeah. So Audrey, you want to go first for this?
This was difficult for me.
Yeah.
Really, really difficult for me.
Mm-hmm.
Villain, yeah, like I said, conjures up a specific image in my mind. And I couldn't
The hardest one.
help but think of one person in particular. To say they're villainous, I think would be accurate.
Yes.
And that would be Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII.
Mm-hmm.
And
Iconic.
yeah, iconic. And I think, I love when I can understand the villain. It's not just someone doing bad for bad's sake, or just, kind of like a grab for power, which, can be interesting in itself, but something,
Complexity.
Complex. I felt many different emotions when, kind of revealing the truth about it, about things, and I gotta say, Sephiroth, I'll choose Sephiroth as my best villain.
There it is.
And the best hair, that's right,
True,
that's right.
True. And the camera angles associated with the character, absolutely, Raptor.
Yes, absolutely. Honorable mention, I will say this is kind of an interesting one. Shriek from Ori and the Will of the Wisps. There's no spoken dialogue in this game. I don't think there was. But you can kind of, because of the, you can get a sense of the history and the story of of this villain. And again, this villain made me feel for them as well, or for her as well.
Inspired fear, absolutely.
Inspired fear, among other things. So I don't want to be too specific, but definitely mixed feelings. Having to go against that kind of enemy. Mm-hmm. And then I gotta just mention another honorable mention, Kefka. Kefka, I don't understand at all. Just madness for madness's sake.
Yeah. Probably.
And you know what?
Sometimes that's good too.
Sometimes that's refreshing too. I'm like, all right. So
there's beauty in the way it's expressed.
And there are some particular Kefka moments that I remember from Final Fantasy VI, namely toward the end, where I still get chills when I think about it, and I'm like, oh, that was just so awesome. So the memories associated with that villain were special.
Johnny sent that message too early, a moment too early, because Kefka is an honorable mention.
Oh, honorable mention.
Yeah.
I had to say it.
Yeah.
Okay, it's okay,
Don't
Johnny.
worry, Johnny.
So, Johnny, are you upset at me still? We're okay, right? I could just feel Johnny's
Yeah, Solar Hojo's pretty good too. That's a good pick too.
Oh yeah, Hojo is really good. And yeah, talking about villains and villainous behavior and expression. Hojo.
For my solo stream best villain, again, this was hard. Definitely harder than best hero. Looking at my games, there were a lot of situations where were they truly a villain? I felt like a lot of times some villains are villains for 75% of the game. I don't want to spoil anything, nothing specific, but sometimes the bad guys turn out to be victims themselves in stories.
I love
and so
that.
that kind of, in my opinion, sometimes can disqualify that, or I would feel bad giving them that label. But what I could pick as my best villain was GLaDOS.
Oh, GLaDOS.
From Portal.
GLaDOS, no? GLaDOS.
DOS.
That makes more sense. Why have I always heard GLaDOS?
That's my pick. It was very difficult, but it was just what a playful villain. Talk about playing with their food, right? It was a villain you enjoyed interacting with. It was difficult. And another honorable mention. Do I have it? Shout out to my boy Genesis from Crisis Core, only for the reason that I am a fan of Gact.
Oh, that's the only reason?
That's the only reason.
Oh, boy. All right.
That's all.
All right, then. Antagonist, a better word? Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know, I think we wanted to say hero and villain instead of protagonist, antagonist.
Yeah.
So that there was more, I don't know. It
more
felt
flexibility.
a little bit more flexibility in a
Because like a
way.
side character doing something heroic, they can be
They
heroic.
could be a hero sort of thing, yeah. It's
Hey,
mid-season,
Super Peachy
perfectly
Bomb. It
busy.
has been
Hey,
super
Peachy,
long.
how are you
Hope
doing?
you're doing So for the duo stream best villain.
Yes. This was difficult. We couldn't really think of a specific villain or antagonist that, you know, stood out to us, but ultimately we decided to go with Liquid Snake.
Liquid brother.
Yeah, there are a lot of iconic moments, and, you know,
Brother.
Again, we don't want to be too specific, but in Metal Gear Solid, it's like pretty sweet.
Just his
you know,
performance as a villain was, again, iconic.
very
memorable.
iconic. Yes.
Fun.
Yeah, that game was fun, pure fun. Yeah, just kind of balls to the wall, fun.
All right, moving on. Oh, the resub. Thank you so
Peachy with
much.
the
Mini
resub.
dance
Thank you
party
so much,
for you.
Peachy. Mini dance party.
Cher says, I saw a Gact interview, and that man has charismatic villain vibes in real life, too. Absolutely, yeah.
Oh, we've seen Gacton. No, never mind. No, we haven't. I confused him with another.
Audrey and I,
J-Rock
when we
star.
first met, clicked with J-Rock a long time ago, so we're familiar with some of the older J-Rock artists.
We are. Great. Moving on. Our next category. Do you want to get this one started for us?
Yeah, so this category is probably another one that's difficult, like art direction was.
Yeah.
But it's more broad, like art direction. Best narrative. And
Mhm.
narrative, as in my understanding of narrative, is it's not just the story, like bullet point story on paper. It's the storytelling, the pace of the story that is told to you, the tone of the story itself, just the storytelling in a game.
Hi, Hyper Fiji. How's it going?
Hey, Hyper Fiji.
We're doing our Reyony Awards right now, looking back on our 2 years of streaming, just handing out some best ofs of the games we've played.
So this category is best narrative. You want to go first?
How about you go first?
Sure. So for the and the cheer, thank you so much. We hope everything's been going well for you, Super Peachy Bomb. We know things
real life
get
gets
busy.
Yeah, we know for sure, and yeah, please don't. No problem
stress.
here. We
Take care of business.
Appreciate whenever you can pop in. Really, it's always
Thank
fun to
you for
have
that
you
cheer.
around.
So for best narrative, this was difficult for me because some of the games that I played these last 2 years were of the variety where the story was not in the foreground of the game. The story was in the background, sometimes literally. And I'm not super experienced with those kinds of games, nor am I experienced in really digesting and, taking them in. So in my opinion, those ones didn't really stick out as narrative. So my winner for best narrative, Radiant Historia, Perfect Chronology.
Dude.
Don't want to say too much about this game, but how do you write a game like this? You gotta look like, what's that character from It's Always Sunny? With the conspiracy theory, all the strings on the wall. Charlie?
God. Charlie. Yeah. Oh,
To,
Charlie? Yeah.
to write a game like Radiant Historia is difficult because you could easily have a lot of plot holes. Pretty much the game has a complicated story with alternate this and that things happening all at once, and for it to make sense, but not only make sense, but be presented to you in a way that simultaneously answers your questions about what might be happening, but also leaves you with more questions, was really satisfying in Radiant Historia. I was trying my best to predict things along the way. One honorable mention I have for this category, The Legend of Dragoon. What a surprise. I did not have a lot of high hopes for this game. I knew the critical reception for this game was not super high, but I knew it was like almost cult classic level. A lot of people who did love it loved it a lot. And while everything about the story was super awesome, except for the localization. That's the only thing holding it back. And I did criticize it there throughout my playthrough. The writing was very good. The story was very good, but the writing was bad. So it deserves a remake, at least for another localization pass. I feel like that. It needs that. And for that, it's my honorable mention.
Great. I struggled with this as well.
Hard.
This is difficult, but I think I'm just going to go for it. For best narrative, Final Fantasy VII. And there's a couple reasons for this. In the first place, I had a notion about how the story went going into the game. And then when I played it, it turned out I had several gaps and I misunderstood things. And
the misunderstanding is hard,
And somehow the misunderstanding led to me kind of, I don't know, having bigger reveals. It's so this is that's probably a unique experience to me with this game, but because of that, I had even more impact, I think. But the story itself, I really enjoyed. It definitely had some tearful moment and things like that. So when a game makes me feel that way, I do love being emotionally devastated. So I gotta go with Final Fantasy VII. I'm still thinking about this game. I'm still thinking about the story. It's topical,
The pacing is incredible in that game.
Yeah, so I'm gonna.
It's so hard these days to go into Final Fantasy VII blind, but if you can, it's a special experience that you should try to preserve for yourself.
Yeah, or talk to me and I can lead you down the wrong path like I was.
Okay, all
right.
Then,
and then it'll be even crazier.
Yeah.
Great. And for honorable mention, Final Fantasy VI, of course. Just. Overall, everyone gets, a really wonderful moment to shine, in my opinion, for it being such a big cast of characters.
What a cast,
Yeah, and a lot of moments that stand out to me in that game. And a lot of narrative moments that I liked. So I had to choose 6 as an honorable mention.
Yeah, 6 and 7 kind of compete with each other with Final Fantasy fans when people say which one's their favorite, huh? A lot of people say 6, a lot of people say 7.
Yeah.
Great picks, Audrey.
Thank you.
For the duo stream
Yeah.
of the best narrative category,
Tough.
We had 2 immediately shoot to the top, and then we had to really digest it. But our
correct.
winner for best narrative for our duo stream, Metal Gear Solid 3. Talk about grabbing some popcorn and a big old soda.
Yeah.
It was close between this and the next game, but we really, really enjoyed Metal Gear Solid 3. Talk about internal consistency, the setting, the tone, very spy, espionage vibes, questioning all the characters, right? Audrey constantly trying to predict this and that. It was really great.
And I feel like there are moments where, it is, you can see where it's going. Yep. And you don't want it to go that way. Yeah. And you keep wishing it's not going to go that way, sort of thing. Yeah. And it's like, oh God, what are we going to do about this?
And so good. The masterful riding the line between the serious and the silly at times.
Yeah. Yeah.
So good.
Right.
Like you're laughing and then you're crying. What a ride.
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 3, played it as a teenager. It's super good. Solar says Snake Eater was like watching classic James Bond.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Tactics or Rideshare? Well, speaking of our honorable mention, it was very close.
Final Fantasy Tactics, the War of the Lions specifically.
War of the Lions specifically. I mean, talking about narrative, the way we approached this game too, just taking a bunch of time to read every little thing, discuss every moment, to fully understand what was happening, because there is a lot of information in this game.
Taking a knee, digesting it.
Yeah.
Making sure we're both on the same page. We're on the same page as chat.
Yep. Just everyone trying to put them in a box I kept trying to do, and everyone's just morally gray.
Yeah. Okay, Audrey, who's a good guy? Who's a bad guy? Oh my God.
No.
What does that even mean in this world, right?
Yeah, it's nothing. So.
Conflicting character motivations, characters with ulterior motives than what they're saying to each other. The complicated character relationships, whether they're personal, political, religious, just the web of character relationships. It was incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention the incredible writing, the relocalization of the War of the Lions version, the kind of Shakespearean quips that they had for each other, sassing each other was so good. What a beautiful game. And then, yeah, Audrey had a pretty strong reaction to the ending. And if you've played Tactics before, I recommend checking our VODs. It was unexpectedly incredible, especially since we, like Audrey said, voiced all the characters and everything. It was a really special experience. Yeah, so that's the best narrative category. The next category, Audrey probably needs a moment to prepare. This one's fun. Yep. This is a category that people kind of mentioned. We didn't know exactly how to implement this, and maybe this is something we can expand upon as its own thing in the future. We're going to play a little bit, but before that, Frezzy says, I played the hell out of the original, but I will never understand the people who prefer that script over the War of the Lions version. It was so good. Yeah, Cher says, I think it might be nostalgia. Some people might like it because it's a little more straightforward and blunt, the speech, simply because maybe it was a translation rather than a localization. And maybe some people just don't like that Shakespearean or Old English way of speaking. Maybe some people just straight up don't like that. But here we go. The next category is it time?
Yes,
Best
it is
clip.
time. Let's check it out.
This is hard. Are we doing Audrey solo stream ones first?
Yes, we are doing all Audrey solo streams first. So I just kind of struggle with this, and I wish I had more time to browse through the clips and think about moments. But this is actually like one of the highest viewed clips
on our channel. We're trying not to get too spoilery. We're just gonna watch them and enjoy them.
Yeah. So this is the one that I have. I'm gonna go ahead and mute our chill hop music here, but this is, I don't know, it's just a funny moment where, and this is very early on when we were streaming. I'm playing Symphony of the Night here, where when I watch this clip, I can remember the panic I had in this moment, the fear I have in this moment. My HP is going down, and I'm not sure what to do. It's been a while since I saved. Yeah, and I think this is like one of the first times where I had like actually a couple people in chatting with me, and I was scared of dying in front of strangers.
Oh, the embarrassment.
This was before. Now I'm used to, failing in front of people.
Yeah, we were early on in our stream.
This was pretty early on. So yeah, oh my god, yeah, Devil That Cries knows exactly what's up.
Devil was there.
Devil was probably there. This game is brutal. So this is the clip that I have here. It is tiled, oh my god, something. OMG, no. So here we go. Oh my god. Oh my god. No. There's that.
Hopefully you guys can hear that. Let us know.
Yeah, if you heard, hopefully you heard it. Anyway, it's just me just panicking kind of moment. And I remember after this moment, I go into my inventory thinking, should I like just try to warp out of there? And then because there's like kind of this library card item, and I was like, should I do it? And then I remember someone in chat said, when in doubt, bounce out.
Yeah, iconic. And
I carry that motto with me.
Yeah, when in doubt,
in life.
Bounce out.
Yeah,
it's a good idea.
Yeah, I needed some wall meat. I did. So there's that. I also have one more clip, honorable mention, I guess. I wouldn't say one is like the top clip or anything like that, but this one is from playing Final Fantasy IX. There is a card game, and it is pretty notoriously bad, I think. So
not too bad, but everyone can relate to this moment if you played this game.
So I don't really remember the rules, and I don't want to care to explain them right now. Just know that I'm very frustrated with this battle, and you can probably already see it on my face. And then if you listen carefully,
the blue cards are Audrey's cards.
The blue cards are Audrey's cards, and if you listen carefully, you can hear Anthony laugh at me at a pivotal moment. I'm dead. There it is. I'm dead. There it is.
It's right. So good.
Yeah.
The frustration.
There was frustration there. I mean, those, if you know.
Yeah. But don't stop it from Don't let it stop you from playing Final Fantasy IX. Great game.
Don't let it stop you. Just hold your breath and hope it passes quickly, sort of thing. How about shall we move on to your best clips?
Okay, yeah.
Shall I start with this first one here?
This one was fairly recent.
Okay.
When you think you figured it out, you do the thing and you get a totally unexpected outcome.
Yes.
Celeste spoilers, maybe, probably.
Out of context, you probably won't understand it at all.
Yeah, because I don't say anything about what is even going on. It's more about my reaction. I thought I figured it out. I tried to do the thing, and a completely unexpected outcome occurred.
Let's try it. Let's check it out.
What?
I love your genuine laugh.
It's a special feeling you don't get a lot of. What? Yeah. What?
Okay, that's really funny.
Let's skip to this one, Audrey.
Okay.
You see me highlighting it?
Yeah.
Okay. We have a couple of honorable mentions, but we don't want to post them all. Maybe we'll post some more on Discord.
There it is. So let's look at this one here.
This one was when I was playing Persona 5. I have not played very many Persona games. I streamed Persona 5, but I never finished it. Those of you who are familiar with the Persona series know that those enemy designs are wacky sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And this was me reacting to it. Check out that haircut. That was so long ago.
Yeah. The title of this clip is That a Wiener?
Yeah, so please take a listen. And you'll hear Audrey's quiet laughter at the end too, so bump up the audio. Is that a wiener?
Let's do this.
There's wieners hanging out?
I don't see a weak spot.
Dude, I do.
If you couldn't hear it, the Morgana says, "I don't see a weak spot," and then Anthony says, "I do."
And then because Audrey was watching the stream, the delayed laugh from Audrey was very good.
So funny.
Love that clip.
It's good. Anyway, okay, shall we move on to our duo stream best clip?
Yeah, the best
Which
clips
one
from our duo streams.
We didn't really organize this. We have a lot from our duo streams. I think our duo streams are some of our favorite clips.
What is even this one? Yeah, we have a ton more of duo stream.
What is that first one?
Yeah, we got to do that one.
The first one?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's a clip from Final Fantasy VIII, and I think Cher mentioned this as one of their favorites. But this is I wouldn't say this is a pivotal story thing, but if you don't want to see anything from 8, then we totally understand. But this is just kind of a NPC that we happened across.
It's a special moment that came up because of our duo streams.
Yes.
I feel like because of the way we played these games.
Yeah.
You'll see.
And I'm voicing the voice for this character. I just happened to choose a voice, and it ended up turning into something else almost.
Yeah. All right. I'm sorry, boy. I didn't mean to tease you.
This dude's so creepy, Audrey.
What? Really?
After all, you boys are running the show. It's your time now.
You just get slower and slower. Oh, whatever, old man. Well, take care.
Hold on, boy. Spend a little time with the old man before you leave, will ya?
You're just getting slower and quieter and closer to the mic.
I think I like ya. If you have if you have a little time, meet me at the inn.
And there's that.
Sometimes you do a thing and you just run with it.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna show this one. If that's
I
cool.
want to see the last two, including that one you just said. Is that okay?
Okay, sure.
These two.
So
talk about duo stream chaos.
which one? This?
Either one.
Okay. I'll do the second to last one.
Okay. So Audrey and I have this chemistry. Sometimes we're just on the same wavelength. Audrey says one thing, I understand, and we just do it.
This is true.
And here's an example.
This is an example. This
in
is from
Final Fantasy Tactics.
Tactics.
War of the Lions. A villain attains a new form.
Yeah.
A
So
very
if you don't
demonic
want to see
form.
anything tactics related,
Yeah, maybe
we
look
understand.
away.
But yeah, I don't know if out of context if
The look and the vibes inspired us to do a
voice.
thing,
Yeah.
and then we just do it.
Uh-huh.
No practice.
So yeah, this is a short clip here, a minute clip. I'll play it. I feel like we should speak together to give it kind of that demonic kind of sound. Okay.
The double voice sound.
Yeah.
Magnificent, the power of the gods. Nay, not only power, so much more. Sights unknown I see, my mind a vessel filled with wisdom of 1,000 years. Ha! You hurry towards your end, alas, too soon.
It's really effective.
Yeah, the double voice of some enemies.
Such power, such power.
Oh, he
we didn't even get
bounces!
the fight. Oh,
Dude.
no. That's a fun one.
It was so special because you
Yeah.
just said it and then we just did it.
Yeah.
Of course, like if you look closely, like Audrey let me lead. That's how it was so in sync because she was watching my camera. But just I don't know, it's something special about our duo streams, and that was like one of the biggest examples. It was really fun. Again, play Final Fantasy Tactics, and if you don't want to play it, watch our playthrough.
Yeah.
Great game.
This last clip we want to show for our duo stream is when we were playing Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes.
Yeah, if you don't know this game,
Yeah.
it's a asymmetrical cooperative puzzle game. One person is the bomb defusal person.
Mhm.
You have this briefcase bomb with a bunch of puzzles on it. And the other person has the instruction manual on how to solve those puzzles, but they can't see the bomb.
No.
Right?
And the instructions are like pretty convoluted.
Super
They're like out of
convoluted.
order, things like that. So they're meant to be hard to decipher.
Yeah.
In this particular puzzle, it's all the same exact type of puzzle.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of like a Simon Says type thing. Like
Yeah.
a light will flash and then you need to hit that one and then, it'll be a sequence.
Yeah, if it's this, then that.
Yeah.
If it's this, then click that one.
But it's
it was so many
literally-
simultaneously.
Yeah, it's a bunch. It's, I don't know, like
Yeah.
six, I don't know.
And we were struggling. We like the time was limited. We did we couldn't
Yeah.
come up with a good system to really communicate.
Yeah.
So we were messing around. We're like, I'll just try it myself. I'll just try
Yeah.
to memorize it. And I'll just try it myself.
Yeah. So
And Audrey's like making fun of it at first,
yes. So Anthony's just going at this puzzle
trying to defuse this bomb.
by himself. Great drinking game too.
Yeah, seriously is.
That would be an experience. So here's this. Anthony's just going on his own. The beeps get crazy. Beep, 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 beep. Does that help?
Don't. Wait, what are you doing? Stop laughing.
God. Oh my god, you're freaking doing it, dude. I'm crying. Dude.
Oh, damn it.
I think eventually you do get it though.
So many beeps.
Yeah.
But, oh my, that was the first try. It felt like within the realm of possibility.
It did.
We could not have predicted that.
Yeah.
What
Anyway.
a special game. And
Yeah.
yeah, Liberate in VR. We've tried that too. It
Oh,
is
yeah.
incredibly immersive.
Yeah. The beeps give me anxiety me too.
You guys got to check out that. We should play that again one day. It's
Yeah,
such
that
a
was
fun game.
That is a fun game. Well, that kind of wraps up. We had some other clips, but I think we'll move on here.
Yeah,
But
if
that's
you have any favorite clips, we do have a channel on our Discord.
We
Feel free
do.
to please
We do.
share them. We'd love to see
Mm.
your clips. If you want to make clips on the channel, feel free. We'd love to see them.
Yeah.
All right, moving back to the categories. Up next, difficult but beloved category, I'd
Mm.
say. Best music.
This is difficult.
Absolutely. Very difficult. That's a good clip, Raptor, yeah. Do you want to go first or you want me to go?
Sure, I'll go first.
okay,
I
great.
got a lot of picks here.
Yeah.
Ultimately, I don't know. I didn't go back and listen to all the soundtracks or anything. I'm just kind of going off my my gut, and I decided to go with Final Fantasy IV. I love the music from 4. Theme of Love. People already know
The significance for us.
the significance for us. I mean, Anthony proposed when we went to go see this performed live at Distant Worlds during Theme of Love. I really love Theme of Love.
Got him.
And I mean, the whole soundtrack is just really stellar all around. My honorable mentions are Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy VI, and Symphony of the Night. I really like the music from Symphony of the Night.
Yeah, it is.
Kinda
Really
has
fits
that-
the world.
Yeah, I don't know, like, I don't know what you call it. Like, I imagine a lot of harpsichord sort of business.
Yeah, yeah.
The kind of thing. So yeah, those are my best music picks.
For mine, this was tough. Great music in a lot of the games, but my number one, just vibing with it, Celeste. If you take Celeste as a complete package, there is a lot of wonderful music that suits not only the world, but the energy of the game, the way you feel in the levels. It really helps set the tone in the different levels, the climates, the aesthetics. Honorable mention, Hollow Knight.
Yeah.
Kind of in the same way. The music really suits the varied biomes that you experience in Hollow Knight. Everything is kind of like underground in Hollow Knight, but at times you don't really feel it. Sometimes the environment design and the music takes you elsewhere.
Screw the haters.
Yeah, F all the haters. And then another honorable mention, Bloodborne.
Just kind of
in the
surprised
same-
me, but
Bloodborne, maybe in the same way as Symphony of the Night. The music really suited the environments.
Yeah.
Dreadful, horrifically beautiful.
yeah.
I'm thinking about specific characters,
Yeah.
themes.
Yeah.
Really, really grand, beautiful music in Bloodborne. And additional honorable mention is all of the other games we played because they all have incredible music.
Yeah.
Hard to pick just a few.
Yeah, this is true. This
Yeah.
is true. For our duo stream games,
Tough.
this was tough. This
Yeah.
was tough. But I think ultimately for our best music choice for our duo, the games that we played for our duo stream, and please hold for the honorable mentions, okay? Our best duo stream game music choice, it goes to Final Fantasy VIII. The
Those
music
of you
from-
who were there when we did our Final Fantasy mega discussion stream know that this also won there
yeah,
for best music in the Final Fantasy games that we played. We just love Final Fantasy VIII. The soundtrack
yeah,
through and through. Everything is
all
awesome.
bangers, no skips, as
Yeah.
they say.
Yeah, do they say that?
I think they do say that.
Yeah, the battle themes, the overworld theme,
The vocal theme,
yeah,
the main
Blue
vocal
Fields
theme.
just
Eyes
gives
on
you
Me.
peace.
Mm,
The irregular meter
love
of
that.
the main battle theme, Don't Be Afraid,
Don't be afraid. Yeah.
is iconic.
Man with a machine gun.
Man with a Machine Gun.
Yeah.
The Extreme.
I don't remember that one.
I'll
By
play
name.
it for you. No, you
Okay.
know.
Okay. Honorable
good.
mentions.
Yes.
We gotta say, Final Fantasy X, and I say who's that up there? Frezzy. I will mutiny if Final Fantasy X doesn't get a mention here. We're
There you
mentioning
go.
it,
We're mentioning it.
but deserved Final Fantasy X.
A lot of beautiful, at times somber melancholy,
Yeah.
much like the story.
To Xanarkand, maybe
Iconic.
one of the most iconic Final Fantasy pieces.
Absolutely. It's the one where we've Audrey and I we've mentioned it. We've been to a lot of video game concerts. That's the one that really clicks with the largest percentage of the audience.
The Final Fantasy X music.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
it like Final Fantasy X feels like it bridges the generation
Yeah.
of
Okay.
the generations of Final Fantasy fans.
Final Fantasy 10.
And yeah, it's a beautiful game.
It is a beautiful game.
And we have one more honorable mention.
One more honorable mention, Metal Gear Solid 3
Dude.
for Snake Eater alone.
Yeah.
The whole soundtrack
is good, but Snake
good.
Eater, not only Snake Eater, but the way they use it in the game
Yes.
is
Powerful.
special. Powerful.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
sure.
So there we go.
There we go for
There it is.
best music. The next category is one that we teased previously. It's a fun one.
Yeah.
Best box art.
Yep.
Do you want to go first?
You can go ahead.
Okay, so for best box art for the Anthony Solo Stream Games, the winner is special to me. Dude, The Legend of Dragoon.
Oh.
This feels so late 90s, early 2000s. The game that's on the shelf and you go, ooh, that 3D art.
Yeah.
I mentioned it when I played this, but this game was kind of the one that I was aware of for years and never played, and I'm so glad I finally played it on stream. Dude, just look how sick. Just think about the cartoons of that era, of like the cool ensemble of characters, each with a different outfit, and they had cool powers and stuff. It ended up being actually cool. The CG pre-rendered cutscenes in the game were really incredible for the time. And this game was just, I remember at the rental place, Legend of Dragoon, I was like, oh, I got to play that one day. And here it is. We got it, and I played it, and it was sweet.
I think I would have definitely loved to try to draw that.
Yes,
as a
trace
kid.
it. You want to trace it
Yeah.
right now?
Maybe, yeah. I especially love the wings.
Yeah, dude, it's so cool.
I really love like drawing dragon
So
wings
cool.
and stuff.
Honorable mentions, box art. Here we go. This was my first stream game 2 years ago, The Outer Worlds. I'm not a huge fan. I'm a dabbler. I'm not a huge fan of these Fallout games, but this one really conveys that feeling of exploring other worlds. I like this box art. It's very concept art style. The font is very retro. It really fits the world. I really like the box art of this game.
Nice.
Other honorable mentions: Paper Mario: The 1,000-Year Door.
This is fun.
I'll mention both of these together.
Yeah.
But Paper Mario: The 1,000-Year Door and Radiant Historia. I love a good ensemble of characters on the box art.
So different, but yeah, you're right. Oh,
Right,
that Radiant
just
Historian one is
jolly,
really good.
everyone's together. Yeah, well, I mean, I like the art. The Radiant Historia, they redid the character art, but
I see.
just a bunch of characters on the box art. Spoilers sometimes, but so sweet.
Yep.
There's that.
All right. For me, for my solo stream games that I played, best box art goes to Bloodstained. I love this art. I love everything about this image. Unfortunately, we don't have a. This is just a printout of the box art, but I love the pose. I love the colors. I love the I don't know. I love the art style.
It's beautiful.
It is really beautiful. I love that kind of like vacant
Stare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really, really beautiful. And then for honorable mention, Super Metroid.
Yes.
This is so cool. Come on.
Yeah.
This is definitely a box out where you're like, dude, check out this
Ooh,
cover.
yeah. You're picking up that box and looking at the back,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
It demands you to pick it up.
yeah. Talking about things I would trace.
Yeah.
Look at that, Ridley. So
Pretty
there's
sweet.
that. Those are my box art choices. And then for our duo stream game.
For our duo stream games, our winner is Final Fantasy Tactics, the War of the Lions version. This is the PSP box art. Dude, talk about cool ensemble of characters. Is it focusing well?
Yeah,
I'll move
that's
it
good.
Slowly.
Oh, I love they're just showing off all the classes and
Yeah, I'm gonna zoom it back a little
and this
bit.
artist.
This artist, is this Akihiko Yoshida? I think it is. Someone please clarify. I love this artist's fantasy character designs. And not just that it's a cool ensemble of characters in the front, but it's the way it's arranged, the colors.
Mm-hmm.
They're very cool. The cool blue on the left and the orange on the right. Just love it. The flowing clothes.
Yeah, it's like
Great box art.
the details in the face are kind of like sweet and simple.
Sweet and simple. Exactly. Yeah, you're exactly right.
And I like that. And it's like very unique. Like I don't think I've ever seen anything even close to what this artist has done. Yeah, Cher says Yoshida is my favorite video game artist of all time.
It's maybe one of mine too.
Yeah.
When this artist does something, it's like you with Yoko Shimomura, you can recognize it.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For
It's
sure.
like, oh, I know
Yeah.
who that is.
Yep, definitely.
Love it.
Definitely. All right, moving on. Next
This
category.
is the second to last category.
Best gameplay.
Best gameplay. This is so hard.
This is difficult.
This is hard. And there's a big contrast between you and me too. So
That there is.
you want to go first?
Sure, I'll go first. For me, for the games that I've played, when it comes to gameplay, I'm thinking of the one that I clicked with
Yeah.
and had the most fun and satisfying time playing. And I know this kind of varies for different people, but for me, it's got to be Metroid Dread.
Yeah. You
I
had a great time with that.
had a great time with that. I think the last stream that I had with this before I got to credits was like the longest stream I've ever done
Yeah.
because I was just, I was just in it. And once I'm
Committed.
warmed up, I'm like, I'm warmed up and I'm ready to, take on everything.
I'm
so
not cooling down to the credits.
I'm not cooling down to the credits. Yeah. And, the gameplay was fun, really snappy,
Satisfying to master. wasn't it?
satisfying to master. Definitely one of my favorites.
You got to go back. Oh, there. Cher says it. You got to go back.
Oh, the Shrine Spark
And the
puzzles.
stuff
I
that
never
they
did
added
one of
too.
them. I never
The boss
wasn't.
rushes.
The boss rush would be fun. The boss rush would be really fun. Shrine Spark puzzles. I don't think I did a single one, but maybe I will. Been wondering if I should check out Bloodstained Blossom.
Give
Check
a
it
shot.
out.
Well, I mean, Blossom,
Why
you have like 10 different games suspended right now, right? Blossom, finish a game.
No, you don't have to do that. I mean,
Play how you want to play. I'm
Yeah,
just
play
teasing.
how you want to play. But check it out. If you do check it out, let us know.
Audrey just had the one pick. For me, I struggled. Here we go. My winner. We'll start off with that. Where is it?
Yeah, Devil said it. If you love Castlevania, you absolutely should.
Yeah. Audrey played it in reverse too. She played Bloodstained then Castlevania.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
My winner for best gameplay, Hollow Knight. There's something about Hollow Knight that I'm sure you guys all know that was really special. It was high skill ceiling that was satisfying to try to observe. It was fun experimenting with the mechanics to see what I could and could not do. And when you execute the thing, you figure out the mechanic, you figure out the boss's tells. While I had that experience in other games that I played as well, with this one, it felt so pure, simple, if that makes sense. And I really liked it. Thank you, Foxhound. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Foxhound. Have a great night.
Honorable mentions, I have a ton.
I'm surprised you favored Hollow Knight over the FromSoft gameplay. We'll hold for the honorable mentions.
Well, the reason for that share is I feel like with Hollow Knight, I played it more deeply. I dove in more deeply with Hollow Knight than I did with any of the Souls games, if that makes sense. Honorable mention, Celeste. I did not know how I would do with this kind of game, precision platforming,
Yep.
and I feel like I did pretty well, and I really enjoyed it. It kind of leveled me up as a gamer, made me realize what kinds of games I might enjoy. It
This
really
is
opened my eyes.
Very surprising to me, and I'm loving it.
That I played it and enjoyed it.
Both of those. They're your top gameplay choices.
Another honorable mention, Bloodborne. Dude, Bloodborne is so different from the Souls games. And there's something about the rally mechanic and the parrying that is so satisfying. It was very timing heavy rather than just iframes. And encouraging you to be aggressive made it really, really engaging and fun to play. More honorable mentions. These ones will be quick. Radiant Historia. Dude, the turn-based, grid-based, strategic enemy positional manipulation is so satisfying. Every encounter was a puzzle to be solved. Really fun. Another one, Legend of Dragoon. Surprised at how engaging the combat was.
It's just going down all the
simply
games now.
because of the timing mechanic was really satisfying.
Give us another one. Give us another one.
Speaking of timing mechanics, you guys, if you like turn-based RPGs, but you've not played a Paper Mario game, do yourself a favor and give them a shot. The timing-based inputs in Paper Mario games, at least this one, make it that much more engaging. Really fun game.
Yeah.
Share me too. I had to really stop and think about my experience with it.
Wow.
It
Yeah,
was- it
you're
was fun.
right.
Yeah.
Huh.
And that's it.
All right.
More honorable mentions is all the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Duo stream best gameplay.
Oh,
This is
sorry.
hard.
Yes.
This is hard because we didn't both play all these games.
Correct.
It was one or the other.
Yeah.
So how do we pick one, right?
Mm-hmm.
I kind of led the charge on this one,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
That's fine.
But the winner for this category was Final Fantasy Tactics, The War of the Lions. Now, let me explain why. A lot of the duo stream games, like I said, were single player. It was me playing or Audrey playing and the other one hanging out. But what I remember about Tactics is I was surprised at how engaged Audrey was as a spectator with the combat.
Mm-hmm.
Something about how we strategize together. And when we really stop and think about it, Audrey and I like doing that. We like collaborating in solving puzzles. We've done that with games in the past. And so to treat a strategy RPG in that same way was unexpected, but it made sense. I didn't expect it at the beginning of the playthrough, but then it clicked, and then Audrey and I were like planning moves together. And that
Until
combined
you got
with
overpowered.
until we got OP. We weren't super OP, but it was fun having Audrey be so engaged.
Yeah,
with,
I did not have any prior experience with tactical RPGs like that. So yeah, that was a pretty that was a fun experience. And I think playing it with you, that game in particular helped my enjoyment of the game a lot for the gameplay and the game
story,
at large. So as a duo stream.
Who would have thought? How could we have predicted that would be a good duo stream game?
Yeah.
Every aspect of it made for a good duo stream.
Loved it.
Honorable mention. Hard to explain why this one too. Metal Gear Solid 3. The gameplay for this game was just so wild that Audrey was engrossed, even though I was playing.
Yeah.
Tree frogs.
Tree frogs. We're eating tree frogs.
Stealthing.
We're just trying to, knock out folks without killing them, sort of thing. All right. Why not?
Camouflage.
Camouflage.
Great
Fun.
game. Check it out.
Yeah.
And now for the final category.
Here it is.
Best game. I'm not going to say it's the hardest category, but
No.
a hard one.
Yeah. Shall I start this one?
Yeah, sure.
So, I loved all these games.
Yeah.
I don't think there's one specifically where I think I disliked my experience with that game. If there was, then I didn't complete it. For one reason or another. But the one that stands out to me, I think, and the one that was like kind of, I don't know, weirdly transformative for my life.
Gamer life.
My gamer life.
Yeah.
And this may not come as a surprise, but I decided to go with Final Fantasy VII. I had such a wonderful time playing this game on stream, and specifically my stream experience playing this game was really special to me. And I already said it before, but because I went in with some preconceived notions and things like that, and they were subverted, that kind of added to the experience, and I fell in love with the characters, the world, and this particular series, this particular game keeps giving in the form of the remake, which I played after, and it's the remake continues, sort of thing. So I don't know, it's like it's still alive, and the conversations are still happening around this game.
Whether you like it or not.
Whether you like it or not. Yeah, whether you like it or not. And I'm here for them. And I find myself going back to some moments in my VODs that I remember from this game. Like, man, I want to go back to I don't know, Cosmo Canyon. I just want to see that again. I want to feel that again. So Final Fantasy VII for me. Watch
Audrey's playthrough. It's so good.
Honorable mentions. I gotta say, Symphony of the Night. I really like Symphony of the Night, and there are some. I went into this game blind, and I didn't know certain things that happen in this game that is a lot of people reference. I didn't know, and when I got there, I was like, oh, okay. So I was surprised by this game, and the gameplay was fun for me. I love the world, the setting, that kind of dark gothic type of vibe I'm really into. So Symphony of the Night was just fun, and this was like the first retro kind of game that I played for a stream, and it kind of set me on this course of playing other retro games. I kind of feel like so. Symphony of the Night, of course.
It really held up. I really enjoyed watching your playthrough of that.
Thank you.
Like the mechanics, the RPG mechanics, the different equipment.
Yeah.
The varied gameplay was great.
Would you say it's straight up one of your favorite games now, like Anthony? Yeah.
For 7?
I would for 7. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Now you know what all the hype is about, right?
I do, and the me who's a little contrarian in me is like, I don't want to, but I do. I don't know. Weirdly, I'm just kind of like weird like that. But
even better. That makes it even stronger, right?
Yeah. What about you?
For me, best game. This was hard. I enjoyed the games I played these last 2 years. It's been an incredible experience, and I had to really think about my experience with them and what I liked about them. And I'm gonna have to go with Hollow Knight. Why did I wait so long? What a beautiful game in so many ways. What an incredible value. There's just so much stuff to do, so much to master, so much to experience, so much challenge that to me did not seem insurmountable, but absolutely daunting. And we did it. We still got 1 more %. I'll go back to eventually. But the music, the world, the characters, just the simple yet kind of deceptive level of depth in the game, in the world, in the story. Everything was just beautiful about this game, and I'm glad I finally played it, much to Audrey's joy that I finally played this game that Audrey loved. Honorable mentions for me, dude, Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. What a challenging game. Surprises left and right. A horrific, terrible world. The story was a little more upfront than the other Souls games, and that's why I think it clicked with me a little more, story-wise. I liked that the character was not a creative character. I liked the mechanics that encouraged you to take risks. Super high skill ceiling, super precision inputs. What a cool game. Swords clashing. Great game. Clashing. Dude. Another honorable mention, Paper Mario The 1,000-Year Door.
He's going down his list again.
This one is all about the experience of streaming the game. I voiced all these characters, and as a result, I lost my voice, and I began the tradition of drinking tea on stream, and that helped a lot. A really long game with a cool cast of characters with fun voices that I made up. Fun gameplay. Just a jolly story. Everyone should check it out. A lot of people have said that this is probably the best of the Paper Mario series. It kind of makes me feel like I don't ever want to play the others because it's just so good. So that's it for my additional honorable mentions. Cool. All the other games.
All the other games. And for our duo game, best game. Yeah, voicing characters for a game is always so fun. It is. I kind of like seek out those opportunities now. The first is Blossom's favorite for Paper Mario. Blossom has said that before. Which one of us is going to play it?
One day. We'll see.
We'll see. For best duo game that we played together.
Yeah. Probably could have predicted it.
Final Fantasy Tactics.
Who would have thought? This was the first, right? Because before Final Fantasy Tactics, Audrey and I were kind of just playing a different game every week. For our duo streams.
That's right. This is the first game we did like a long form type thing.
Just off stream, Audrey was like, how about we try picking one game in over several weeks? I was a little hesitant at first because we were only doing it once a week. It was going to take forever. But we tried it out.
Yeah.
And for this to be the most perfect first one.
Yeah.
Dude, the story, the gameplay, the world, everything about it just clicked with us. Yes. Uniquely.
And I think you having experience with the game and already a love for the game and kind of driving the conversation a little bit helped a lot in the overall experience as a duo stream game. And that was really enjoyable for me. I don't know that I would have necessarily enjoyed it as much playing it by myself, because it's in my nature to kind of skip over things and, you know, kind of get overwhelmed. But, you know, because you were there and we were able to kind of talk through things and fully sit down and understand things. If you want to play this game, play it with Anthony. I'm telling you, everybody. He's
it was a little fresh for me, too, because I'd never played this version with a new localization.
True.
So
at least you had a good idea, at least.
Yeah. And this pick kind of set a framework going forward for the duo stream games. Single-player games where I kind of was a tour guide for you.
Yeah.
So it allowed me to prepare for upcoming streams because I knew what was going to come up. So I made sure that we never got stuck on anything. You know, it kind of set the precedent for like either giving us an advantage or playing on easy to have a good pace of the duo stream. Because we're here to discuss the game, not get stuck or super challenged. And man, this game was so good.
It was good.
Yeah. That ending. That ending, dude.
Yeah.
Just watch Audrey's face. Honorable mentions.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy VIII. Was this the one we played after it? I feel like maybe.
I don't know. I don't remember, but this was surprising. It was funny and, you know, full of heart.
Yeah, full of heart. It had a lot of beautiful moments. It wasn't fully...
Yeah. When I say funny, I don't know if it was intentionally funny, but I found myself laughing at a lot of moments and being like, what? What do you mean? That thing?
Yeah.
And so Final Fantasy VIII was fun.
Iconic moments, yeah.
Yeah.
And then additional honorable mentions, you could probably see it coming. Snake Eater. What a story. Amazing characters, amazing tone, setting, and to kind of, I kind of want to just legit get some popcorn and just watch through this game. It's really cool.
Yeah. Still in a dream.
Really fun. Like, I never would have thought we would get through so many of these Metal Gear games together. And then just a really brief, smaller honorable mention. Metal Gear Solid 4, a celebration. If you ignore just the last little bit.
Celebration.
It's pure fan service, right?
Fan service.
Pure fan service, and we were there for it.
I was there for it.
Yeah.
I was.
Feed me. I'm eating good, right? And especially because we had just played the earlier games right before, so all of those references were fresh in our mind.
They were.
Whether or not you think it's a good game.
Yeah.
But we had fun with it on the duo stream, and that is ultimately our goal with our duo streams.
This is Reyony duo best game.
Yeah.
So, good stuff.
That's it.
Those are all our categories. That was pretty fun. I like looking back.
Yeah, this is fun. It's annual.
Yeah. It's
We're doing this again.
Oh, I don't know how many games we'll have finished.
They'll all be winners.
Oh.
I don't know. We'll come up with more fun categories or whatever. But thank you guys for hanging out.
Somehow, Legend of Dragoon is still the winner years later. Annual event.
This was fun. Those of you who have been around for a long time know that Audrey and I really enjoy planning these special streams where we get to put some production value in this and that. And we don't get to do as many anymore. We're just so busy outside of streams. So when we are able to do it, we really appreciate that you guys can set aside the time to come hang out with us. It's just us being us, having fun. And you guys really make it special. Thank you. 2 years, Audrey.
Yeah. Connect 4 got robbed. Uh-oh.
Oh, way out, dude.
Dang.
Yeah, Audrey, 2 years. Thank you for, streaming with me.
Thank
really
you
appreciate
for
it.
streaming with me.
Yeah. What an incredible
Sorry,
journey.
I whooped you so bad earlier. Hope that doesn't affect anything.
I can't be mad at this. It's so cute at the same time.
No, it's a curse.
But it's cursed. It made me say that.
Oh my God, careful.
But thank you guys very much. The first annual Reyony Awards and the season 1 finale of Reyony Rumble. It was a pleasure. 2 years of streaming. We were just trying it out for a couple weeks, and here we are still going regularly. Apologies for a busy summer we've had. We know you guys understand. We would stream more if we could. We would do all kinds of cool stuff if we could. So thanks for understanding and hanging out for the things that we can do.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure.
Gotta finish Mega Man X.
Gotta finish.
And then I'm gonna go back to Punch Out because Dragon Chen.
It's waiting for you.
This fist got your name on it.
So please look ahead. We have some of the streams on our schedule here on Twitch, but for the rest of this week, the schedule is that I'm continuing Final Fantasy V tomorrow night and on Sunday. But then after that, we're taking a short summer vacation.
Summer vacation.
Mark your calendars. We will be back with a duo stream on July 13th.
Sweet.
But until then, just a couple of Final Fantasy V streams, and then we're going to take a break. We're not doing anything cool. We're not going away, so we'll be hanging out on Discord.
We're not doing anything cool.
Yeah.
He says.
But we're just taking a break. But if you guys want to talk to us, we're on the Discord. If you want to discuss any of these winners from the Reyony Awards or why we didn't award this and that or want us to elaborate on this and that, please, the debriefing room, spoiler tags. Thank you guys. Streaming is so awesome, and you guys are awesome. Do you have anything else, Audrey?
No, I think you kind of touched on it all. Thank you all so much. It's been wonderful.
It's been great.
Can't wait to play more games.
Yeah, Reyony Year 3 coming up.
Coming up.
Technically tomorrow.
Technically tomorrow.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Yeah.
We're going to try to find someone to raid now. We'll hang out for a little bit too, but we just want to kind of wrap it up here. So thank you all again. Once again, my name is Audrey.
And I'm Anthony. Together we are Reyony. We'll see you again soon. Thank you for all the kind words and support. Have a wonderful night.